fear of tooting your own horn? Get over it. And is going to the movies a thing of the past?
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello, and welcome to a Thursday. It is June 4th, 2020. Day 263 of Gotta Get on Ellen. Did you hear the very exciting news? Hopefulist training is now available. It is out in the world. I have been working on this for so long, and I'm so excited to finally be making it available to you and all of the world. Now, it's different from the podcast in the sense that it consolidates all the information with real tools so you can start making change in your life immediately. You also have access to a private Facebook group. You get a workbook. And when it comes to the Facebook group, you can ask all of your questions without fear of repercussions. Tell us what you need, and there will be live coaching available. For more information, go to hopefulist.com/courses. Some disturbing news came out yesterday about the movie industry. AMC says they may be going out of business. They don't know how they can keep hanging on. And they say that the whole experience of movie going may be in grave danger. Now, is this the end of the whole movie theater experience? We know we will see movies. There's no doubt about that. They will just stream them online. But there's really something about going to the movies. I don't go that often, but I am certainly happy that it's available when I do have a movie that I'm excited about. You know, going to the movies is an event. It's not just about the movie. It's about going to the movies and getting your snacks and paying $6 for a small soda. You know, the whole crowd experience, which is something that we, have not been around for a while. Sometimes it's a good crowd. Sometimes it's not such a good crowd. But it's the big screen. They always say, Joe always says, when it comes to a good action movie, I have to go see it on the big screen. Joe loves going to the movies way more than I do. He would be very, very upset to find that the movie theater experience will no longer be. Now, I don't think it will come to that, but what I do think is that it may become something that is considered very much a luxury, that the demand for it will be so high and the supply will be so low, it will become one of those high-ticket items, like maybe going to the movies will be on par price-wise with going to the theater. Part of the reason that the pricing is higher is because there's only a certain amount of people that can go to the theater to see that particular performance. Meanwhile, movies obviously being shown all over the country and all over the world at the same time. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Got my fingers crossed, though. I would hate for the movie theater experience to go away completely. Looks like we're going to get some sports back. NBA will be voting today on a plan that will likely pass that will bring the season back so they can finish for this year. That does nothing for me. I don't like basketball. I think it's stupid. I've always said that about basketball, and I stand by it. Dribble, 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 shoot, clap, clap, clap. Dribble, 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 shoot, clap, clap, clap. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. All day long. I guess you can say that about a lot of sports, but I think that this one is just It's so repetitive. So repetitive. However, on the other hand, baseball is very boring, in my opinion. I know people love baseball, and I like to go to a game once in a while too, but man, it is slow. Baseball not doing so well when it comes to their negotiations. The Players Association had put forward a plan that they wanted to see happen in order to come back and do their season, and the owner said, nope, we're not agreeing to any of that. I'm not sure of the specifics, but I know that they came back. They said no to the offer, and they also said that they don't even have a counter. They're not even going to counter at this point. They're disgusted, I would assume. It seems kind of a shame. Start thinking about how much we need this. We need baseball. We need football. We need something to occupy ourselves. Tired of watching Super Bowl reruns. Come on. Let's start the football season early. How's that? Yeah, I like it. So keep your fingers crossed. If you're a fan of basketball, then you are in luck. Don't know the latest on hockey, but baseball, not doing so well right now. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about a ferocious storm we had in our area yesterday. Now, I know the Philadelphia area was hit pretty hard, and also the Jersey Shore. And it was funny because I had been taking an early morning nap, and I woke up around a little after 1, shall we say. And when I woke up, it was pitch black. I mean, just so dark. It was like nighttime. So I saw that it wasn't raining yet. It was just dark. That's it. I thought, oh gosh, let's get Tucker out, get her to go. That way when the rain comes, we don't have to worry about her having to go out to potty. Take her outside. My neighbor is scurrying all over the place, battening down the hatches, so to speak. And I said, pretty dark out here. He's like, yeah, my son is in Pennsylvania where it just passed, and he said that the winds are insane. So secure everything. I'm like, oh, all right. Start putting the chairs down, stacking things, all that stuff. Couldn't get the umbrella out of its holder on the table, so I yell over to my neighbor, who is, I wish everybody had the neighbor that we had. This guy goes out of his way for everybody. He has helped us out so many times. So, of course, I just look over and go, Jim, I can't get the umbrella out. He goes, I'll be right over. He is a lifesaver. I can't even tell you how many times. So we are very, very grateful for him. He got the umbrella out. He told me some of the things that I should probably be securing. And so I secured everything to the best of my ability. And honestly, God, he's just walking out of our porch, and the rain starts coming down, and the winds come ferociously. I mean, it was just like blow you over type winds in an instant. So I just was like, hurry home. Thank you. Hurry home. Get in the house. It was pretty quick, but there was some major, major damage around here. We escaped, knock on wood. I haven't found anything majorly damaged yet. So I think we got out okay, but there was reports of 89-mile-per-hour winds on the island yesterday. And there is a church, St. Francis, on the island, that part of their roof blew off completely. Oh, my goodness. It was just crazy. And they're saying there's another round coming today, and this one's not going to be as fast moving. It's going to linger around a little bit. Oh, geez Louise. Just what we need. It's been the craziest spring. Oh, and then an hour later, bright blue skies. Sun shining, birds singing. It was like it never even happened, except for the destruction left behind. Trees uprooted everywhere. Power poles down in the middle of the street. There's still a ton of people without power. Joe had to be detoured on his way home from work because one of the roads was being blocked by trees. It's kind of crazy. So I wanted to hear from you. I posted a picture or a video that I took of the winds when they first came out. If you'd like to check it out on the Hopefulist page yesterday. I wanted to know from you, have you ever had any property damage or lost possessions from a pop-up storm? And, that's the other funny thing. We have these community group pages, and right after the storm hit, all kinds of posts going up in the community group page. If anybody sees a green Adirondack chair, it blew off my deck. I just saw pictures of people's furniture just being blown right over. It's crazy. So all these people were like, I lost a grill cover, I lost this, I lost that. So there's lots of things in the bottom of the lagoon right now I'm having a feeling. So have you lost any possessions or ever sustained some major property damage due to just kind of like a pop-up out of the blue storm? I was talking about it here, and Cheryl, who lives pretty close to me, said, yeah, it is actually pretty common. And she was the one that notified me of the 89-mile-per-hour winds. Corinne says one of our solar panels flipped over onto another one. Our glass table shattered, and my new umbrella has a hole in it, couple of holes in it. Ugh. Michelle says I sustained over $3,000 worth of hail damage to my car right after I moved to Texas. We also had to get a new roof. Jay says my car got hit during the storm, but could have been worse. My daughter and I were on a bike when it rolled in. Kimberly says we needed a new roof when Hurricane Sandy hit. And Jim says, thank goodness, no, even Hurricane Sandy only left branches in my yard. When it comes to being out in it, there was a number of people who had said, that they were out in it. And right. So I know he got caught in it. Right when my neighbor was leaving my porch area and the rain started, there's a guy barreling down the lagoon going practically full speed, which you're not supposed to do. But I was like, oh, he's probably really scared. My neighbor's still mad. No, it's no wake zone. They knew that they should have known this was coming. It kind of did come out of the blue really, really fast. Yes, we knew that there was a possibility of storms, but I think it hit a little earlier than they were saying. As far as my recollection, I was expecting it later in the afternoon, not at 1 o'clock or 1:30. But regardless, it has got to be really scary to be driving a boat into that. I'm confident that he is okay, though. So I hope you didn't sustain much damage from yesterday's crazy storms. Like I said, get ready for round 2. They are coming once again today. The blog post, don't be afraid to celebrate, posted a picture of me in my new bathing suit. I don't know if it's the bathing suit that makes me look good in this picture or some of the hard work I've been doing. But, man, I love this picture, so get used to seeing it because you're going to see it a lot. You know why I love it? I love this picture. I don't look like myself. I hardly recognize myself, honestly. Now, I knew I was toning up and building muscle ever since I made working out 3 times a week a non-negotiable. But even I was surprised at how good I look in this shot. I am super impressed with myself, just so you know. But just so you know, I still nitpick the whole thing. Yeah, you can still notice the cellulite on my thighs. My arms are still way flabby on the bottom when I move them. And don't even get started on my hair or my facial expression. But you know what? I look good overall. And I'm really ready to celebrate and show off. That's right, show off. Because I have worked hard to get this body where it is. And I deserve a little recognition, even if only from myself. My husband took this picture for me last weekend, but I've been too afraid to post it. Afraid people will judge me. Afraid people will think I'm bragging. Afraid that people will roll their eyes and comment about how I need social acceptance in order to feel good about myself. Yes, to all those things. I don't need social acceptance, but damn, it feels good. And don't I deserve it a little bit after working so hard and staying committed? Don't I deserve to brag a little and show off the results of my hard work? And keep in mind, People who are doing more than you will never judge, nor those who are working toward what you are doing. In fact, it can add hope and inspiration to those working hard themselves. The only people who will really judge you are those who have no interest in working that hard. And that's okay. They don't have to. But sometimes people feel the need to lash out when you challenge their own insecurities and habits. I'm trying not to let it bother me anymore. And seriously, why are we women so reluctant to show things off that have to do with our appearance? Why do we feel shame with wanting to be proud of the hard work we've done? We would be shouting from the rooftops if we earned a PhD or passed the bar. We love taking compliments about our children. We are proud of our homes and our clothes, but for some reason, we shy away from showing off our body. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but man, I have stuck with my routine, my non-negotiable workout days, and I am really glad. When you have something to celebrate, no matter what it is, I want you to do it upright. Show off, brag, give yourself that well-deserved pat on the back. No matter how small you think it may be, go through the whole day without having a soda. That's great. Big old pat on the back. Did you make it through the day without crying? Yeah, that is great too. Something to celebrate, and we need to stop and do the celebrating when it comes to our wins, no matter what others think of it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Once you get to the point of true happiness and fulfillment, you won't worry nearly as much what others think of you. You will do you and expect others to do them. I mean, don't be a jerk, obviously, but pump yourself up. Give yourself a bow and a cheer. So tell me, what is something you've done lately that you are proud of? I don't care how small you think it is. Celebrate, show off, and brag. When we try to do better in our lives, we must take the time to cheer our own growth. I would love for you to chime in on the group page with one of your recent accomplishments. It's time to cheer each other on and pat each other on the back. Oh, it is. I wish it were Cocktail Friday Thursday. It's been the longest week ever. Is it just me? No one likes Thursday. You poor thing, Thursday. One more day to the freaking weekend. Let's cheer ourselves on and each other today because you know I'm here for you.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Go get yourself some Hopefulist training, Hopefulist.com/courses.